morning. Hey y'all, it's Vicky and welcome to another video. So I'm going to film just a little bit in the truck. You'll just have to accept that it may shake. You know, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Alright, this is Thursday the 24th of July. And it is 7:25. That's right. I am early today. I was going to go get me some coffee. But then I thought, no, y'all don't want to watch this thing shake. So, and I'm telling y'all, the roads around here are horrible. You just don't notice it because the SUV is more like a car, not a truck. Uh-oh, I can hear my radio. Cut it down. I better cut it down. Okay, what is the degrees? It is 64. That's right, 64 degrees. And the humidity, 93%. And yes, there's dew all over the car. Little foggy, but not bad. Okay, I'm going to cut you off for a minute because I'm going to put my water bill in the thing and then I'll be back. I don't know where it was. My alarm went off. I forgot to cut it off and I don't even know if my last bit recorded. So we're going to start all over again. Not from the beginning, but you know, from where I turned it back on. I was talking about Tim and his integrity. I said I paid my bills on time. Before time. Because I took my water bill back there and I said I was just like Timmy. Because he says he always pays his bills ahead of time. And he says he has integrity. Well, if he has integrity, he'll send those golf clubs back. He won't hesitate. He'll spend whatever money it takes, and he'll do it because he's got integrity. And then, if he cannot send them back for whatever reason, he'll drive out there. He'll drive out there and take them back if he has integrity. So, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. And what else was I running my mouth about? Oh, Tim being that lady's boy toy. I got news for you, Tim. Boy toy means y'all were physical. You did everything she wanted. But there was no strings attached. That's what most people think of boy toy. We don't have to run that air as much today because it's not as hot. Anyway. That's what a boy toy is, in my opinion. And what I think most people assume when you say, I was her boy toy. If you wasn't, and I have to think that she didn't want you to be her boy toy. You claim it was you, but whatever. Anyway, you were her houseboy. If there was nothing physical going on, whatever. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. And I did put up a little short about sending the golf clubs back. I'm going to start hashtagging all my videos, send the golf clubs back. If any of y'all want to join in on that hashtag, try to make it go viral, y'all go right ahead. You know, let's just try to make everything go viral. So I watched that video of Tim talking about where he lived. He's showed us that place I don't know how many times. I've never showed y'all where I used to live. I've thought about it, but I hadn't. Because I don't think it's that interesting, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I did go down the road of, I was just looking at Bradenton and Sarasota, because, you know, all I know is what Tim shows me, or what I look at, you know, some real estate every now and then, just for the heck of it. There's two walking trails that you've not taken us to, Tim, that I remember. You've not taken us to the Bradenton Riverwalk. And maybe you called it something else. I don't know. But it was the Bradenton Riverwalk. And then you've not taken us to the celery fields. And the celery fields is now a Audubon that it was donated to the city by some lady, the land, that, and it used to have celery fields. It used to be celery fields, but now it's just an Audubon, and I think there's a golf course on it, but you can go out there and walk. And actually there's a third one. And it looks really neat. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there right now. Don't think I'm trying to tell you to go out there right now because I know it's hot. Just wait until it cools off some. And then there's the Legacy Trail. The Legacy Trail is a long trail. You need to ride the bike there. You could ride your e-bike. I did look up to see if you could ride your e-bike, and you can. But it would be different scenery than what you've shown before. I looked, and nobody's really put up a video on either one of those in a couple of years. So you could do that and maybe tap into somebody else. You could start a walking club, an e-bike club. That might be a way to meet people. I'm just being funny. I could do the same thing. I don't have an e-bike though, but I could do the same thing and start a walking club. I could start a walking club for old women. I might do that. But see, most of the old women I know, they've probably already retired and they want to walk at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I can't. I want to walk at 5 o'clock, 5:30. Anyway, I'm just running my mouth, trying to find something to talk about. Okay, what am I going to talk about today? Okay, we'll talk about the makeup in my little place here. It's starting to go away. I do think it's a place where I'm getting ready to peel. That's from, using retinaldehyde, Retin-A. That's turning your skin cells over. That's what you need to do, and you need help when you get older. I don't know exactly when you should start using it. I'm going to say by 40, you should start using something to help you turn over your skin. And also, for me, I found that I do need something physical also to try to, I can use the acids all I want to, but still, my skin, because I have texture, my skin just does better when I use a physical exfoliant. But you need to use something mild. You could use baking soda. Mix, if you don't want to go out and buy something. But Peach's Flawless Exfoliator is fabulous. That's the one I use. Okay, I'm using a new lipstick today. I didn't buy it. This is one I've had that I just hadn't worn. It was actually one I bought at Christmas. This is Natasha Denona Berry Pop. I know it's probably for fall, but I'm about ready to get ready for fall. I'm about ready to get ready for fall. Because I saw a meme today talking about that. They would rather for it to be 40. They couldn't wait till it was 48 degrees and you could sit outside and drink your coffee. And I can't wait for that either. And then this is, and you hear the leaves rustling and all that good stuff. Okay, this here is Fenty Beauty. This is from Christmas too. This is Fussy Flex. Fussy Plex. I don't know. Anyway, it looks like a peppermint stick, but it's not peppermint. It's just the Gloss Bomb from Fenty. And I just do it like this and rub my lips together. But if you've never tried these Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs, they're the bomb. They are the bomb.com. I bring that back. Bomb.com. Now, you can get the Maybelline, those lip glosses they have. I can't even think of the name of them. I'll put them below. They're similar, but they're not. They're still not these. I'm just going to be real with you. If you don't want to put 20 bucks, I think is what this is, into a lip gloss, then you don't have to. You can buy the Maybelline. I want to say, depending on where you get it, if you get it at Walmart, Target, it's probably $9 maybe. I don't know. It's gone up. It used to be like $7, but it's gone up. But for me, I'd rather save my money and buy the difference. And I know I'm not saving money, but I'll put money to the side and buy this one. But now, if you can't or you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can buy one close. I'm not going to say it's the same because it's not the same. It's close. And if I don't put those keys right there, I will lock them up in this car. All right, now I'm going to talk about a supplement. And I want to remind you that I am not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a lawyer. I don't have anything to do with the medical field. I have not ever studied nutrition other than what's on the internet. And I'm not a chiropractor. I'm not a holistic nutritionist. The only thing I've ever done, I guess it could be in the family, I guess, was at one time I was certified to teach aerobics. Step aerobics is what I taught. And I also did some teaching of yoga. I would fill in for yoga. And this was years ago. Anyway, this is a supplement, and I can't remember where I saw it on. I can't remember if it was TikTok, Big Bok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I don't know where I saw it at. Anyway, I saw it somewhere. This is called So Well Synced. And this is, it says a hormone plus PCOS support. Okay, PCOS support stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome, I think. Don't quote me on that now. Like I say, I'm just a consumer who bought these. Now, as you know, I'm old, so I don't have one of those monthly things anymore. Plus, I had a hysterectomy. I have one ovary left. This has vitamin D, folate, myoinositol, and vitamin D, 50 milligrams of vitamin D. And you're saying, what does this do for you, Vicki? Well, this kind of levels, don't tell me why it does, but it makes me, it levels my blood sugar levels off to where that I just don't feel like I have to eat. Now, sometimes when I can feel my blood sugar, and I'm not a diabetic, I am borderline, but I will get, I think I'm more the opposite. Well, it's not really opposite. It's still considered a part of type 2 when your blood sugar drops too low. Mine has a tendency to drop too low. And it's just because mine is not regulated, which is a problem. Anyway, the doctors have never said I needed anything. I've asked for it. I've asked for something mild, and they won't give it to me. Anyway, the inositol says it's for blood sugar balance. And I agree. I think that it does that. And I also have a slight bit of energy. I feel better when I take these. So the inositol is for blood sugar balance, the folate is for female health, and vitamin D, of course, is for hormone support. Now, this is not, it doesn't say vitamin D6, like the other. And of course, on the bottle, now I know that I'm over the age, but on the bottle it says, want the perks of regular periods and balanced hormones. This physician formulated 40-to-1 myoinositol blend addresses female hormones health at the root. Now, I was never diagnosed with the polycystic, but at one time I thought I did. I thought I had it, but they never diagnosed. This was years ago when it was first being talked about, before the hysterectomy. Anyway, they claimed I didn't have it, whatever. I just had fibroids. Now, like I said, I don't want to tell you to take these. I'm just sharing with you that these help. Now, I'll have to look up where I got these. Like I say, I think I got them from the TikTok store or from the Instagram store or whatever. So I'll have to look and try to find these if you want to buy them. But I'm not saying you need them. I'm just saying they make me feel better. They make me feel more even. My mood is better. You know, I've not had my hormones checked in 2 years, I think, is when she ran a hormone panel on me. When I first went to her, she did everything. I mean, everything. And she even checked me for HIV. And I didn't know that until I read. And it upset me a little bit because I thought you had to ask for permission to check that. But I don't know. Anyway, she did. And I asked her about it when I went back, and she said, well, because I lived in that, I guess because back in the 80s or whatever, you know, I just do it on everybody that's at, you know, a certain age. And I said, all right. And I dropped it. But now we've moved on. We've become friends, and who cares? Anyway, it was negative. But I know at the time it upset me. But anyway, this is all I know is how it makes me feel. I'm not, like I say, I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm not recommending it. I'm just telling you, you know, if you want to know how to get it, I tell you what, email me. I'm not even going to link it down there because that could get me in trouble. If you want to know how to get it, send me an email. All right. Do I have anything else to say other than that? No, not really. Not really. I need to go to work so I can get some extra time in. All right. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great day. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. If you're new here, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I hope I don't run you away. And I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye. And to my, oh, wait. I want to thank all of my other subscribers that's been here a long time. Thank you. I do appreciate you. I don't say it enough, but I appreciate everybody. Everybody. Even those that leave me nasty messages. It still stays in the algorithm. So thank you. Y'all have a great day. Love you. Bye.
Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you.